Why did he choose this moment to return? That's the question flooding everyone's minds today as the world comes to a standstill. Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS, the voice that carried a generation and the soul of countless ARMY hearts, is finally back. But behind the scenes of applause, hashtags, and teary fan videos, there's a deeper story that's only just beginning to unfold. For over a year, Jungkook was absent from the stage, the screen, and the spotlight. His mandatory military service had begun quietly, without spectacle, and ended with a silence that would soon erupt into a digital earthquake of emotion. Fans had waited patiently, counting the days, memorizing his messages, replaying old videos as if they were sacred memories. And today, their devotion was rewarded. But the biggest surprise? Jungkook didn't just return. He emerged. The world was not prepared for what came next. Just minutes after the news of his discharge hit the web, Twitter servers were on fire. Instagram was flooded with art, edits, and emotional tributes. TikTok became a river of tears, laughter, and screams. And somewhere, amid all that noise, one video stood out. A quiet, heartfelt clip Jungkook had recorded the night before. In it, he spoke directly to ARMY, his voice trembling. "I didn't forget you. Not for a second." In those 9 words, he shattered the silence of a year. But why did he choose to return now? And what does it mean for the future of BTS? These are the questions that have transformed fan speculation into a global media storm. Insiders hint that Jungkook's return was not just about ending his service, it was about timing. Sources close to HYB revealed that Jungkook had requested a private discharge, hoping to reconnect with fans on his own terms. What followed was a strategy unlike anything we've seen before. A quiet entry. No press. No big reveal. Only a single post. "I'm home." And yet, this simple phrase has become a global trending topic. Millions have reposted it. Celebrities responded. Even international news outlets like CNN and BBC picked up the story within hours. How did this man, without a single teaser or promo campaign, manage to bring the world to tears? The answer lies not in hype, but in heart. Jungkook's absence wasn't just a military obligation. It became a test of loyalty, a silent bond between idol and fandom. And now, with his return, the emotions that had been bottled up for over a year are exploding everywhere. Eye and Seoul, thousands gathered outside HYB's building, hoping to catch a glimpse. In Brazil, fans held candlelight celebrations. In New York, a Times Square screen flashed his name as fans screamed with joy. It's not just a return. It's a resurrection, but there's more. A whisper has begun circulating across fan communities, a clue buried in that comeback video. Did you notice the necklace he wore? It wasn't there before. Did you catch the line he didn't finish? There's something I've been waiting to tell you. What is Jungkook hinting at? What has he prepared behind the curtain of silence? As the world welcomes back their golden boy, one thing is clear. This is not just the end of a chapter. It's the beginning of a story we never saw coming. And ARMY? They're more than ready. There's something I've been waiting to tell you. That unfinished line has ignited a wildfire of theories. Why didn't he finish the sentence? What was he about to say? Did he hold back because it wasn't time? Or was it because the world wasn't ready? Jungkook's simple comeback video is now being dissected frame by millions. From the angle of the lighting to the color of the curtains behind him, fans are reading into every element of the clip like it holds the secret to the future of BTS. But one object has caught the attention of everyone, the necklace. Zooming in, eagle-eyed fans noticed a charm shaped like a crescent moon, a motif Jungkook has never worn before. Quickly, connections began to emerge. In the BTS universe, the moon has always symbolized longing, distance, and dreams. In fan lyrics, it often appears when the members speak about separation and hope. Could this be a silent homage to his time away, or something deeper? The emotions Jungkook stirred with just a few words are extraordinary. Fans in Korea set up open mics in parks to read letters aloud to him. In the Philippines, fans gathered in malls to sing his songs. Across Europe, digital billboards flashed his comeback video every hour. It's more than a celebration. It's a reunion between artist and audience, separated by duty but reunited by love. But the question lingers. What was he going to say? Speculation is swirling. Some suggest it's a hint at a solo album, ready to drop within days. Others believe it's a secret project with another member, possibly Taehyung, long rumored but never confirmed. A few even whisper about a documentary, secretly filmed during his service, showcasing the silent journey of an idol rediscovering his purpose. Then there's the more emotional theory that what Jungkook held back was a message of pain. Was he struggling during his absence? Was there something he couldn't say out loud just yet? His eyes in the videos say more than words ever could. There's a quiet sadness behind the joy, a trace of vulnerability. And maybe that's why fans have reacted so emotionally, because it didn't feel like a performance. It felt real. When Jungkook said, "I didn't forget you," it wasn't just a comforting phrase. It was a confession, a reassurance from someone who had been in a world far from the stage lights. He didn't just remember ARMY. He needed them. The overwhelming response is a testament to how deeply fans resonate with him. Twitter trends like hashtag welcome back Jungkook and hashtag JK we missed you exploded globally. One fan even tattooed the date of his return, June 10th, on their wrist, calling it the day hope came home. But perhaps the most touching moment came from his own mother, who broke her silence on social media. In a rare message, she wrote, "He came back stronger. He came back whole. Thank you for waiting for him." That one message sent ripples through the fandom. Fans who had speculated about Jungkook's mental state during service now knew he had not only endured, but grown. The silence wasn't just about distance. It was about transformation. Now, the next phase begins. A mystery lingers in the air. Jungkook has something to say, and the world is listening. But what will he reveal next? It was the sound no one expected to hear, the quiet hum of a guitar, a low whisper, and then his voice. Unfiltered, unedited, unexpected. Just hours after his comeback message broke the internet, another video appeared. This time not on official platforms, but buried deep in a private link passed from fan to fan. Its title? "To the One I Couldn't Hug." Within minutes, it spread like wildfire. The video begins with a black screen and a date in white, March 21st, 2024. A date during his military service. A time when no one had heard from him. And then, slowly, the screen fades in. Jungkook is seated alone in a small, dimly lit room, holding a guitar in his lap. His military haircut is slightly longer, his face leaner, his eyes tired, but sincere. He takes a breath. He doesn't smile. And he begins to sing. The lyrics are raw. "The stars wrote your name on my nights. I counted time with empty hands. If I come back broken, will you still call me yours?" No music video. No filters. No backup vocals. Just him. And the emotional impact? Devastating. Fans who watched the video reported breaking down in tears. Some couldn't finish it in one sitting. Many said it felt like a letter never meant to be read, a final goodbye hidden in plain sight. But goodbye to whom? The theories exploded. Was it for a loved one he lost during service? A personal heartbreak? Or was it to ARMY? A farewell just in case he couldn't return the same man? The camera lingers on him at the end. He doesn't say a word. He looks straight into the lens. His lips part as if to say something, and then close again. Fade to black. That unfinished moment, it mirrors his comeback line. "There's something I've been waiting to tell you." 2 messages. 2 silences. One pained, "It is now clear." Jungkook's journey wasn't just about serving his country. It was about facing the unknown within himself. And somewhere during that lonely chapter, he documented his emotions, not as an idol, but as a human. What ARMY witnessed wasn't a performance. It was a confession, one that now haunts millions. What if this comeback wasn't sudden at all? What if Jungkook had been planning this moment long before the cameras ever turned on, long before the world started watching? As fans relive his emotional return, a new wave of revelations is taking shape. Whispers from staff members, anonymous posts from stylists, leaked rehearsal schedules that don't quite add up. One thing is becoming very clear. Jungkook's quiet return may have been the most carefully orchestrated moment of his entire career. Let's go back 3 months. A stylist from HYBE recently posted, then deleted, a cryptic message. He was preparing something even while in uniform. Dedication like I've never seen before. The post didn't mention Jungkook by name, but fans connected the dots instantly. Another insider shared that Jungkook had requested soundproof equipment to be installed in a small military dormitory space.
Why?
So he could record what? Suddenly, the rumors don't feel like rumors anymore. Sources are now confirming that Jungkook may have been working on a deeply personal solo album during his time in the military. Not just songs written before his service, but music created while he was gone. Lyrics scrawled in notebooks during late-night guard duty. Melodies hummed quietly while others slept. Feelings bottled up, then poured into sound. And here's the kicker. The necklace with a crescent moon? Insiders now say it's part of the album concept. The working title? Night Letter. Let that sink in. A night letter. A message from someone far away. A confession carried through darkness, hoping it finds the one it's meant for. Fans have long felt that Jungkook communicates through emotion more than words. And if this is true, if Night Letter is real, it would be the purest expression of everything he's endured, everything he's held back, and everything he now wants to share. But the clues don't stop there. 2 weeks before his return, HYBE quietly filed a trademark application under a mysterious new label subdivision, one with the crescent moon logo. No artists were listed. No announcements were made. Until now, no one knew who it was for. Now, all eyes are on Jungkook, because if this is his project, it means his comeback was more than a return to fame. It was a rebirth of purpose. Fans online are calling it the era of truth. And the emotion pouring in is beyond anything BTS has seen in years. A young fan in Japan created a hand-drawn animation of Jungkook's moon necklace transforming into lyrics that fly across the sky. In Mexico, a dance group performed a routine choreographed entirely to his past ballads, ending with the words, "Welcome home," projected in lights. From South Africa to Sweden, ARMY is responding not just with cheers, but with art, because this comeback isn't just about Jungkook singing again. It's about him being seen. Fully. Honestly. Maybe for the first time. And that's the core of what makes this moment so powerful. Behind the global headlines, the sold-out merch, and the media frenzy, there's still just a young man who disappeared into silence, only to emerge with something to say. What happens when he finally speaks? June 12th, 2025. Midnight in Korea. The world holds its breath, without a single teaser. No advance notice.
No countdown ni bestiam.
Just a quiet post on Weverse, a black squared, a crescent moon, and one word beneath it. Tonight.
Panic.
Excitement.
Shock. Global forum érupted instantly.
Was this the long-whispered Night Letter project? Was Jungkook finally ready to reveal the truth behind the silence, the necklace, the unfinished line in his comeback video? And then it dropped. A single video. 17 minutes long. No title.
No introduction.
Just Jungkook, seated in a small, candlelit studio. The camera doesn't pan. The lighting doesn't change. He looks right into the lens, and this time, he doesn't hesitate. Tonight, he begins, I want to show you something I couldn't share until now.
His voice is steady.
But his eyes, they're full. Not with tears, but with truth. What follows is a sequence of confessions, memories, and music unlike anything fans have ever seen from BTS, or any artist, for that matter. One by one, Jungkook performs 5 original songs, each tied to a point in his military service. But more than the melodies, it's the stories he tells between each song that leave fans speechless. He speaks about the day he arrived at training camp and cried alone in the dark. He talks about writing lyrics on napkins when he couldn't sleep. He shares how the necklace was a gift from a fellow soldier, one who reminded him that even in silence, he was still being seen. But then, halfway through, he pauses, there's a deep breath, a flicker in his eyes, and then the words Army never expected. I didn't know if I would come back as myself. Jungkook reveals that there were moments during his service when he doubted everything, his voice, his purpose, even his connection with fans. Not because he didn't love them, but because he feared they would forget. That time would erode memory, that his silence would be louder than his songs. But you didn't let go, and that saved me. In this moment, it's no longer a video. It's a dialogue, a love letter disguised as a documentary, a soul speaking to millions, but making each person feel like he's talking just to them. He ends with a final song, the only one not introduced by name. The chorus breaks hearts around the globe. If I fall from the sky, will your hands still rise? If I disappear tonight, will you wait through the quiet? I wrote this letter in the dark, but I knew you'd bring me back to light. As the final note fades, the screen goes black again. But this time, no cliffhanger, just 5 simple words in white. Thank you for the light. Within minutes, the internet melts. Night letter becomes the fastest trending phrase in Weverse history. YouTube freezes under the demand. Spotify servers wobble. Journalists scramble for translations. BTS members post broken heart emojis. Even HYB seemed surprised. This was Jungkook's show, from start to finish. But perhaps the most emotional reaction comes not from Korea, or the US, or even Europe, but from a 13-year-old girl in Indonesia who posts a video of herself watching the reveal, whispering through tears, "I feel like he saw me." Because that's what Jungkook did tonight. He didn't return with fireworks or a dance track. He returned with honesty, vulnerability, soul, and in doing so, he gave the world more than music. He gave them truth. The golden magne isn't just back, he's reborn. Now the question isn't what will he say next, it's who will he become now?